guys, Kermit. Today we will be hopping back into the good old stew. In today's video, we're going to be building a static car, boys. I'm going to be showing you guys how to build a nice, super low static car in the stew for today for you guys, the slot cars and stuff like that. Now, I hope you guys are enjoying the slot car series. I'm having fun learning about slot cars and building them myself, so I hope you guys are too. You guys are having fun watching me and all that stuff. Like I said, I still don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of figuring it out. I'm just taking parts, putting them on cars, and calling it a day. So bear with me here. If you see somebody see me doing something cringy, let me know how to fix it or do it in a better way down below in the good old chat. We are in my stew with a bunch of cars that I have found and gotten myself on. So it doesn't look like they are loading, though. Half the cars are not loading in here. Oh, by the way, boys, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button right now. I know you guys have seen that subscribe button go crazy right there. You should, like, hit it. I want to do a car that I haven't done before, which I have not done this F10 M5. I don't think this thing has a chassis either, so I guess in today's video, yep, doesn't have a chassis. I guess I'm showing you guys how to chassis swap today. Here we go. So we got our F10 M5, which this actually looks like a really nice model. Got nice interiors here. Textures are okay. We could probably retexture that later. Yeah, there's no textures on the seats, nothing like that. We could probably fix that later, but that's for a later date. Do that. So I'm gonna make a folder just so I can have everything organized. F10 M Fizzle. I like the chassis on my E92 M3 GTS, so I'm gonna snag this. Now the sounds are gonna be a little weird. So how to chassis swap? Basically, what you want to do is I'm okay, you know, I don't do this too often, so I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not gonna remember how to do this. But first things first, I know I want to make this into a model. So I'm gonna make this the model, and this is the actual car. This is gonna be the body, and then we're gonna do this M Fizzle. Then what I do from here, I'm pretty sure, is I take the I literally take the A chassis tune. I'm gonna paste it into this. Just right here. Take the wheels, paste them into this. Okay, hold on. Bear with me here. Bear with me. I'm a little rusty on this. So paste the wheels into here, and then you're going to want to, whoops, you're going to want to line it up. Now, I'm not going to use these wheels, so these won't matter, but I'm just going to line these up roughly. Or the wheels I'm not using are the BBSs that I'm taking off the M3. I'm not using those, so I'm just going to get the fitment pretty much even. That's kind of hard to tell. We'll adjust fitment later, but as long as we get it decent, we'll be fine. I'm going to delete these. Just because I'm gonna delete the other wheels just because I don't know if I put them in, if I like line them up wrong, if they get messed up or what have you. So I'm just gonna take these out and we're gonna have to deal with these for now. We'll put the other ones in later, so we'll be okay. Chassis tune, as well as the wheels that you need from the other car, and then next is the anti-collide. I guess you don't need these, but I'm gonna take these just because. I guess this is if I wanted opening doors, but right now there are no opening doors, so I guess I don't really need this. So my mist can be empty technically. As you can see, our rear fitment and rear wheels are atrocious, so we can probably line those up just kind of roughly here. Also, need to delete these old brake calipers. Now, bear with me. If this works, then follow that. If it doesn't, then we'll figure it out. Alright, so like I said, the doors don't open, obviously. You have to do that with the chassis. But I think this should... I forgot the drive seat. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, so I reckon you're going to need a drive seat. Alright, so now it should work. And there we go. Where's the sound at? Okay, so I just hear straight wind and aerodynamics. So I'm going to have to delete the aerodynamics from this car because we do not need to hear that sound. So I don't know why this sound's not working. Hey, this thing moves, though. It drives and it drifts, too. That is how you do a good old chassis swap. Just very simple like that. Just any car, any chassis that you want to take. And there we go. Now, next thing is wheels. We're going to have to adjust those. I'm going to show you guys how to make clears because a lot of you guys want to know how to make clears. And this is a good car to do this. Now, there's multiple ways you can go about this, and it depends on the car. So this one, my E92 M3, I just went all the way across the map just to, whatever. As you can see, it's got textures right here. You can see it's got a texture ID, and if I delete this, then the taillight's obviously white, which that's a way to do clears, but there's a better and proper way to do that. Basically, what you want to do is take the texture ID. Now, there might be multiple different textures in different parts of the taillight, so you're going to want to go around and collect all of the IDs. Next thing you're going to want to do is, I use Wove's Discord. If you're in a Discord that has this bot, then feel free to do this, but I do RS, asset identification, paste the ID, copy the ID, and then it'll bring up this, which is perfect. This is exactly what you want here. You want all of this goodness, and then you save this to your computer. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to get the textures on this. I'm not too sure. But the only way I know is to do that Discord thing, the RBX Society. So if you could somehow get access to that bot in a server, then that is how you do that. But next step is you gotta have Photoshop or Photopea, I think is the app. All right, so like I said, there might be multiple different textures. So for example, these might be a little bit different, which actually these are already kind of clear, which I really just need to take the, if I really wanted to, I could just take that off and then I have clears right there. Because these are already clear, it's just the lens that's red. I can literally just delete that and those are my clears. So that's kind of a bad taillight to do on. Let me go to another car really quick. Hold on. So this one does have a texture ID. I'm not too sure what it is though. It might just be a red dot, just like that. Yep, it is a red dot. So literally I could just, whoops, no, don't do that. You just gotta really get up close and personal with it. Go in here and delete it, and there we go. That's part of our clears right there. So some cars have this where you could just delete it. Other cars have IDs to where it is like a whole thing, just kind of like the E92. And you'll see what I mean here in a sec. See, this is really super finicky. You got to get real up close and personal with it. This looks like a texture, though. Whatever's back here, this looks like a good texture. What is it? Whatever this red is. What is this? Okay, it's the brake light. So here we go. This is how we'll do clears. Because you can kind of tell that it's got a texture on it. It's not just a red dot. Yep, right here. Perfect. It's exactly what we wanted. So I'm going to save this image. So we're going to slide into Photoshop. As you can see, there's a bunch of red. Now, some of the stuff's already kind of clear, so we don't need to worry about that. But most of the stuff is red. So there's probably a better way to do this. I'm weird. So I do this a weird way, but I take, where is it? The black and white filter, and it puts black and white over everything, and then I boost the red up, so it's kind of clear. As you guys can see what I mean here, I just boost it up, and I make sure it's not, okay, so obviously these aren't messing with it, but it's only this red. So I try to make it not too bright, but I can't go any brighter than this. So that's probably good, and then I hold Alt, and then it'll link that, and then I can merge the layers as one, and then I just save it. And now we have clears. So then what you want to do is you go add image, choose file, wherever you saved it to right here. Here's my clears file. So we get create, and then it'll load in. And there we go. As you can see, it just cleared it. So there we go. That is basically how you do it. And if there's certain parts that you want cleared and not the entire thing, like you want some other parts, another color or something like that, you just have to select it and single it out and then put the filter over just that one piece. Sometimes, some of the cars use the same texture for other things, so you just have to clear it once. Other cars have multiple different textures, so that was just white, so I'm going to just clear that. I'm probably going to make this bright white. And then go the same thing in here. Take this texture ID away. Yep, just white. So this is the easy way to make clears. When it's like this, when they put a red dot as the texture, it makes it easy on us, because all we have to do is go in here, delete it, and call it a day, and there we have clears. Look at that. Sometimes the lens is a little tinted. This lens looks a little tinted. So what you want to do is kind of like brighten it up with the colors here. I'm going to do probably medium stone gray. And then I'm going to make this medium stone gray as well so it matches. And there we go. Sometimes it doesn't do it on both sides. So you're going to have to come on both sides and put in the texture ID and whatnot. So that is how you get clears, boys. Super simple, super easy. It's really, really easy. And once you have it in here and you want the asset, all you have to do is, nope. Once you have this in here and you go to texture ID, wherever it is, I have a lot of stuff in here, so you can just scroll down, click it, and it'll automatically load it in and select it. You don't have to re-upload it from your computer. Okay, dude, see, this is what I'm talking about. You have to get real up close and personal and stupid with these things. You know what I mean? So the front, it looks like they're already clear. There's no orange or anything. I would take out the orange. Like this car, I did that same thing. I'll show you guys those files really quick. So here are the E92 clears. I did this on, I think it was this car, maybe another car, but there's multiple different ones. See, we got this one, and then we have this one, and as you can see, this was the before, I'm pretty sure. Or no, it wasn't. This was not the before. But I realized there was some other stuff that I wanted clear instead of red or orange, and I went back in and just cleared it up. So, there's that, and then this is the one we just saved. So, yeah, it's pretty easy to do clears. All you gotta do is put a black and white filter over everything and the stuff you want, and then paste it in here. Wait a minute, we could clear these too, these reflectors. Let's see, I'm gonna do that really quick, actually. Alright, so take the, texture ID, go into Discord or however else you can get this. I'm not really too sure how else to get it. Yep, it's already the same texture that I used earlier. So I just come in here, paste it, and there we go. Look at that. We're going to do the good part. We're going to dump it. Now, I'm not too sure, actually, the proper way to dump a car. How I used to do is I take the MISC, but in this case, there's nothing in the MISC, so we don't need to do that. I used to take the MISC and the drive seat and the body, and I just drop it like this. I just do this, and I drop it, but I think that messed with the car. So lately, I've been going into the chassis tune and doing it through the sus length or the pre-compression. So I'm going to do the pre-compression. I want this thing to be dumped on the floor, so I'm just going to zero this. Just zero. I don't mess with anything else because I don't think anything else has to do with that. But yeah, usually I adjust the stiffness, the sus length, or the pre-comp. Usually I start with the pre-comp because usually that is the one that's easiest. So I'm going to do F8. I think I just loaded into the game on accident. Oh, no, I didn't. So I'm going to do F8. And look at that. It's low. Now it's low. But this thing is not low enough. Not near just no. This is a really sensitive increment, so if I go down 0.2 to like flat 1, the car will be on the floor. So I'm just gonna take out that 4 and see how low it is. Sometimes it doesn't adjust, which I'm not sure why. It doesn't adjust all of the time, which I don't know why. I just realized I had another stew open. Whoops. All right, so let's see if my car dumps. Okay, so it did go lower, so the sus length does work. 1.15? No, probably 1.18, honestly. And then the back will do, oops. The back will do 1.17 and see what happens. Because fender arches on BMWs, the rear is a lot lower than the front, so I don't want it raked. Let's see how we're working with. See what we're working with. Oh, maybe it's not lowering. I think I'm tweaking. Hold on. You can really tell if you lower it if you adjust this increment like a lot and it doesn't move to 1.1. This should be low. This should be low. But if it doesn't move from how we just had it, then might have to do something else. Oh, no. I think it moved. Oh, no. I think it definitely moved, car. Oh, my goodness. All right, so I can still see daylight under there. I can about stick my head under that whole thing, so... that's probably good for now, though, until we get wheels. Height is good. Now we need wheels. Now, this is probably going to be the hardest part, picking wheels for this car, because goodness gracious, I have a lot of wheels, and I don't know what to pick. There's so many good wheels. All right, I think I'm going to do these SSR. These are like GTO 3s, I think is what these are. SSR GTO 3s. As you can see, there's no tire on it, so I'm going to show you guys how to put a tire on. So, grab a nice tire. Actually, I think I got some nice stretch tires over here. What I do first, I make sure the pivot is reset on this, where it's in the center. I take the origin position of this, take the subframe of this, paste, and then, as you can see, it's a little bit small. So I'm going to large. I'm going to make it large. And then I'm going to move it back. It's still clipping through quite a bit. So I'm going to make it bigger. So that's good. Now, obviously, you can see the wheels a little bit wider, but I kind of want some wide wheels. So, how you guys, if you want to widen the wheels, you just take there's barrel 1, obviously, and barrel 2, which is, this is the, oh, that's the, hold on. Get the front lip, or that's the lip. This is the barrel. I don't know why it's called barrel 1 and 2, whatever, but you can just extend them out and call it a day. Some wheels are a little bit different than others, and some are weird, so then next, I group these together, and then I name it, and there we go. And then next, we just put wheels on the car like we always do, and, yeah. So we're probably going to do -8 in the front, and then -10 in the back. Absolutely ruined. All right, so let's see what we're working with now. Also, you might want to rotate the calipers, because the calipers do not rotate with that. In our case, they did. Interesting. Usually they don't do that. All right, so obviously our fitment is whack. So that is looking good. That's looking good. So we can probably, okay, so obviously the left side's out a little bit more. So we're going to go in probably, oh my gosh, dude. That, oh yeah. Oh, that is probably perfect. I could probably go in just a little bit more. Like, probably 0.1. I mean, even if I need to. I don't even... Dude, how's this side looking? Oh, it's about even on both sides. Perfect. 0.01 on each side and be good for the front. And that's the front fitment right there. Moment of truth. Hopefully our fitment is money. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's tight. Yep. Technically, this would be rubbing, but this is Roblox, so I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to keep it above. Now we need to adjust the rear, which before I get out of here, let's see. So we could probably go out like 0.1. It needs to go out like a lot. So I'm going to adjust this 0.1. And the rear left could probably go out like just 1.1, just like this. And then this side could probably go out like 0.15. Oop, not 0.5, 0.15. All right, and then let's see. That might be even here. You can also tell if it's even by having it like this up in the air and kind of seeing. But I always like doing it when it's on the card and lowered in the game's running and stuff like that. It's a lot easier. I need to go out another half. Caster is also off terribly. Yeah, that needs to go up. Let's go up like, oh, hold on. Let's go up like, so make sure to move them in unison. Like moving it back and forth, you can select the rear left and the rear right together. That looks so much better. That looks a lot better. All right, so let's see. Oh yeah, that's pretty much even. I'd say that's pretty much even. That's as even as we're gonna get. We could probably go out like another 0.1 probably to get to match the other side. So that's pretty good. I think the height's pretty even. Next, we're gonna add sparks, which you guys can get this elsewhere. I steal mine off of A6's car. I stole mine off of A6's car, and I've just used it ever since. So we're going to take Sparks V2 here. No idea where A6 got these. But I'm going to set this up a different way, actually. So as you can see, it's really uneven and kind of weird. All right, so I'm going to do this a different way, actually, entirely. So usually, instead of having them on the side like this, I have them like kind of on the side like how I had it. I'm going to have them like this, kind of in unison from the front to the back. So then the sparks will all like be flowing out, if that makes any sense. Okay, so I'm gonna take these and then I'm gonna put them into the body. That's all you gotta do. No scripts, no nothing. No, nothing adding. So right there. Send it in. L pivot. I don't know what's going on here. Alright, so then what you want to do is take it in and just kind of spread them out throughout the entire underside of the car. So usually one in the front, and usually I can have them sitting decently lower than the car itself. So that's probably good. I'm gonna put the front up a little bit more. Let's get these up and placed correctly. So that's obviously way too low. I usually put it halfway in the body and then halfway just kind of in the air, just so we know we really spark. I don't like this color though. Do not like the silver on the clear, so I'm gonna just paint it black, just reliable. It's already got a nice speckle paint on it, so I'm just gonna use that, but just paint it black. Alright, so that's pretty good. Mid gray, yeah, that's pretty mid. Alright, so we're gonna do like smoky gray, which is like black, and that looks pretty good. I don't like this BMW blue. Hold on, I'm gonna change the BMW badge. I would add a black and white BMW badge, but it's connected to the M5, and I want that. Actually, well, hold on. It's really weird to get, you gotta get really up close and you gotta like get inside of it. We got a texture ID. I might be able to actually make this black and white without deleting the badge. Hold on. All right, so here are the badges. This is what we're working with here. So obviously what we want black is right here, that blue part. Okay, so the BMW and the, why are they gray? I want them white. I'm going to delete the texture ID there. Okay, that looks already a lot better. I knew the BMW badge looked weird. I don't know why there's a gray texture over them. So anyways, the blue we want is right here. I'm pretty sure that's what is blue. What you want to do here is I'm going to select it like this. Give me 1 second. So it's right on the outer edge of this, right on the outer edge of that, right on the outer edge of this, right on the outer edge of that, and then right there. And then usually I just copy it and then paste it into a new thing. There's probably another better way to do that, like I said, but and then we hold Alt just so it applies to that one, and then I'll make the blue just white. No, the blue needs to be black. It needs to be black. Okay, so just like that, and then that's good. And then you want to merge all these layers together, all of them, and let's see if this works.
Brother,
Oh! All right, so now we're gonna get real up close and personal with this. Make sure I selected the right one. Looks like it. And then we're going to take add image. Got Emphysal badges, and I'm gonna click create, and it should be black. And there we go. That is baller, dude. These headlights look tinted. That looks a lot better. It kind of wakes the front end up a little bit. Also, I want to add halos because I know this car doesn't have any lights. It looks like we already have halos here. There's little rings right here, which I probably can, when I get lights, I can make these DRLs. But for right now, I'm lazy. So what you do here is, so no texture anymore, unfortunately, but it's okay because we're going to make the material neon. And I got to turn the lens transparency, turns the lens transparency up, so the neon can kind of shine through. Oh my gosh, this thing sits crazy. Look at this. Big tilt. Look at the clears, dude. That's so good. We don't have lights on this thing, so... what is this camera view? Oh, that's why! I have a spark all the way over here. I have 5 sparks. Let's see, how the sparks. Oh, we got sparks. I'm gonna have to make it the hitboxes lower, though. Oh gosh, holy crap. Okay, so I'm gonna add some carbon bits to this. So we've got this little lower piece right here. I'm gonna take the texture ID off, and I got a bunch of materials in here, so I'm gonna add carbon in here. Okay, so no texture ID, no nothing. Well, I'm gonna add some carbon 3 to it and call it a day. There we go. Other side. Oh, it already did it. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. We need an exhaust, because what the heck is this? Yeah, what the heck is this? I'm deleting this right now. Get this out of here. I'm just probably gonna get some blast pipes and call it a day, so I'm probably gonna grab these. If I don't... yeah, I think that sticks out probably just good enough. So, there we go. We'll call that a day, but, yeah, boys. That is basically it. How to build a cambered static car on the good old stew. So I'm hoping to see some of your guys' good builds. Join up Clutch, by the way. That is where I play most of my slot car stuff at. They have slot car meets and slot RP, which actually I really enjoy slot RP, where it's basically role play, but you drive your own slot car. And it's super cool. I enjoy it a lot. So join that. Yeah, boys. Appreciate you guys for watching today's video. Hope you guys learned something. And if you guys have any tips or tricks for me, because I'm always learning and figuring out slot cars, let me know down below in the comments, boys. Let me know. There's probably a better way to do things or a different way for me to do things. I like this. But yeah, boys, let me know your thoughts down below on the V. All right, boys. Well, I appreciate every single one of you watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.